Hi everyone, welcome. This is Cindy Wilkinson from Just Sponge It, and then I'm going to show you today how to make this cute little berry basket. And it even has a little shaker card on the candy. So let's get started. This is what the berry basket looks like. I took contact paper and laid it across my die and then just pulled up the pieces that are cut out. So you'll need 2 of these pieces, and then I'm using the scallop for the top of the berry basket, which is this piece right here. So you'll need 2 of those as well. And I've already cut everything out, and I thought this time I would use Melon Mambo cardstock. So you just need to fold on the score lines. This basket is on the retirement list, and you've only got a few more days to get it, so it really is a great die to have. So now that we've got these 2 folded, we're going to layer them like this so that you can make the basket part. I am going to use fast fuse to glue mine together. So remember, when you use the fast fuse, you do your check mark at the end, and that releases the glue so that you don't get a big long string. And they say you're supposed to go on both sides, but I'm right-handed. Everything has to go to the right side. The easiest part is just to set it down. Oops. And fold these pieces over. Make sure that they fold, which they do. So now there's the main part of your basket. Okay, now we're going to work on the rim, and I've cut the 2 pieces out of the It's My Party Designer Series paper, and on the die itself it has a crease line at the end and then one in the center. So I've creased those on both pieces. Now we're going to glue the 2 pieces together so that they form a ring. And for this I like to use the Tombow multi glue, and you just need a little bit. In fact, I probably put too much right there. And then you'll line up the scallops and hold it down for a minute. And then do the same thing to this one. Okay, so this is what you should have. So the easiest way is to put this inside and then bring it up, and you can see how it's going to work. And the easiest way for me is using a stapler to glue this on. And you need about 1 scallop in on each side and line it up with the top of the box itself. And then using our stapler, you're going to staple on both sides. And then I recommend you turning it all the way around, and on the very opposite side do the same thing. Oops. So you're like this. And then on the other 2 sides, you'll do the same thing. Oops. Just line it up from the top and about 1 scallop in. And then flip it around and do the same thing on this side. And this will keep your give your basket stability too, so that it stays together. Oh, and you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to stamp on my box. Oh well, we won't stamp on this one. On my other box, I stamped in the same color as the cardstock, Crushed Curry, and I used the flower from another stamp set, Friends and Flowers. I used this flower So this one's not going to have it because obviously you can't stamp once you have it put together. But that's okay. So now we're going to make this cute little shaker card. So I'll set the basket aside and bring in my pad. And here are the pieces for my shaker card. This piece is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Then there's a window sheet that's 2 1/2 by 2 1/2, and also a piece of the crushed curry that's 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. So first we're going to stamp on the white cardstock. I think this time we're going to stamp with Melon Mambo. And we're going to use this cute little star that says hello. So ink it up and then stamp it in the center of your cardstock. And then we're going to cut out the center. So I've got my magnetic platform, I've got my clear plate, my paper, and then we're going to use the star from the mini treat bag, which is right here. On our other project, we use the banner. And let's see if I can get this in. Let me close up this Melon Mambo because I'm sure I'm going to get something in it. So you're going to put your star in the center and then run it through. Let's get rid of the big shot. So now you have a star that you can use for something else. And then this is going to be for our shaker card. So now what we want to do is glue the window sheet to the back side of your star. And for this, I'm going to use Tombow again. And I'm not going to do it too much because I don't want it squirting into where I'm going to put all my shaker pieces. And then just adhere this down like this. So now you have got a nice window. And now I'm going to show you a new product that's coming out on June 1st. These are long dimensionals. Are these not great for shaker cards? So you're just going to put them all around your whatever you're going to use as your shaker part. And this works so much easier than cutting up our dimensionals. That works, but this is even easier. Oops. And then you get 2 packages of these dimensionals in the new catalog, and they go a long way. Make sure when you're doing this that you don't have any holes because you don't want your shaker pieces to fall out. And we're using, if you've watched my first video on the French fry box, we use the star Thinlit, I think it's a Thinlit, from the mini treat bag, this one, and I've got a whole bunch of these stars that we punched out. So that's going to be the inside of my shaker. In fact, I think I have too many. I'm going to take some of these out because I want to add a couple of sequins as well. And to do that, you just pull them right off the thread. Okay, make sure you have all your pieces in. This is the hardest part for me because for whatever reason I always bump something and end up with my shaker pieces on the adhesive. Pull these off. Maybe. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so I have all the adhesive pulled off. So now I'm just going to put my cardstock on the back. Like this. And there you've got your nice little shaker. Pretty cool, huh? So again, these new dimensionals strips will be available on June 1st when the new catalog goes live. All right, so now to finish this up, we want to add another piece of doily, and we're going to do the same kind of thing. I'm going to cut it in between these two pieces. Not two pieces, these two solid areas, and we're going to glue it onto the side. So that we have two scallops on each side, and then you might have to trim a little bit off the edges, so that goes good. And then I've got two of the stars, and I'm going to adhere those together like this, and that is going to go along this side right here. Oops, I think these need to be closer together. Okay, so I'm going to glue those to here. Like this. Now I'm going to stamp the friend, as you can see right here. Stamp this friend. I have a piece that's about a 1/2 inch wide, and I'm going to stamp that in the crushed curry. Let's see if I can, oh wait, before I do that, I don't want, the stamp says my friend. I want to just use the the friend. So I'm going to take a piece of Scotch tape and I'm going to cover up the my. I don't want any ink on the my. So what you do is you ink it up, and then you pull off the Scotch tape, and let's see if I can get this centered. Not too bad. Then we're going to use this banner punch, and this is another one that's retiring. You can see I've already got my label on it, but I'm really going to be sad it's gone, because it's perfect, because you can put it inside your punch to get your banner end, and you can do the other side. Oops. I'm all fumble fingers. Okay, so that should do it. So then you have this piece. So we're done with that, and we're going to add that with a dimensional. And that's going to go right here. And then I'm going to add a star on the side. I think I'll use a little tiny bit of Tombow. And when I say little tiny bit, I really mean little tiny bit. And add that right to the end. And then I'm going to take one of the party It's My Party enamel dots. I'm going to take the crushed curry one and put it right on the star. So now your shaker card is practically done. We just have to do a hole. And because there's so many layers here, I'm using my crocodile on the smallest hole. This way I can go through all the different layers easily. Here's my candy. I took a 4x6 cello bag, added the Melon Mambo Baker's Twine. I've got a piece on here, and I'm going to put it through my hole, hopefully. And then I'm going to tie my bow. And adjust the bow so it's not too big. Trim these. And then I'm going to unravel the ends again like I did with the French fry box. Because I like how that looks like it's frayed. So here is another cute gift, teacher gift, neighbor gift, co-worker gift, whatever you need. But again, I'm highlighting the teacher week because my grandkids are going to be out of school soon, and so I want their teachers to know that they are appreciated. And so I hope that you found this video helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.